Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. We have a very special guest, somebody who's out canvassing for Bernie Sanders, David Bhatia. David, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Well, thanks for being on the show. I know you're from Detroit, but you're in California canvassing in the middle of this whole pandemic lockdown. What are you seeing? Because there's all this, there's obviously the whole world is dealing with a bunch of uncertainty, but specific to the primary, some states have postponed. We don't know what's going to happen or how long this is going to last. So what are you seeing as somebody working inside the campaign?
I see I see people on the ground. People are going crazy, and a lot of people have buyer's remorse for voting for Joe Biden and Mayor Pete out here. Believe it or not, Mayor Pete have a lot of followers out in California, and they have a lot of buyer's remorse because now they see everything that's going on with the coronavirus, and they see who's really helping, and you know, just all this stuff is going down. People were scared for their life, and now they want to send us back out to work out in this pandemic. And I'm just trying to tell people, like, look, you don't have to go back to work. We can general strike. We can throw a strike, and just tell the neighbors and tell your landlords, hey, after you, I'm gonna. We're all in this together.
Well, yeah, I was just I just had another interview with somebody. We were talking about because the stimulus plan, I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. There's some decent stuff in there, but for the most part, it's helping corporations. It's not helping us. And what this coronavirus is showing is how important the worker is. The CEO's got to stay home. Who gives a shit? But
thank you. They stay at home most of the time anyway, and most of the time it's the workers that's putting the whole company on their whole back. If we, like I said in the video, I think yesterday, the day before yesterday, that if we all just stop, we would learn how much power that we actually have. But so many people just jump into, they're like, oh, well, we have to do this, we have to do, we don't have to do anything. And for these people to say that they can't give us $2,000 a month, at least $1,500 a month with our own money, that's just a slap in the face. But they can give $1 trillion to Wall Street and make sure that it's only so many people, regular people with money in the down.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that I know is not going to be affected by that, but a lot of people are going to be affected by that $12,000, that one payment of $12,000.
$1,200.
My mortgage is more than that.
Oh, dude, $1,200 doesn't pay anybody's rent or mortgage for the most part. Especially if you live in any kind of big city. Maybe if you live in a real small town, maybe. Yeah. But the thing that they've always been trying to set, that just as an abject lie, is that the Dow is the economy and the economy is the Dow. It has nothing to do with that. 85% of all stocks are owned by 1%. I don't own stocks. You don't own stocks.
No.
It's just ridiculous, man.
But that's where they the low information voters, people that's not going to tune into this, people that's not going to tune into a Kyle Kalinske or Tim Black, they're not going to know this. They're going to think like, oh, if the rich people go down, we go down.
Right.
But that's not how it happens. It never happened like that. And I'm old enough, I'm young, but I'm still old enough to remember the 2008 recession. And it wasn't hit as hard because we was already poor. We was already sleeping from couch to couch, or rent was high and whatnot. So it didn't hit us as hard as it hit the bankers and whatnot. And that's what a lot of people got to understand. Like, look, we have the money. It's our money. We have the power. If we say so, they're going to do it. But you bow down to the rich man because, one day I might be rich, or I don't, whatever the thing is, but we need to speak up and let these people know that you need your voice to be heard, because if you don't, they're going to continue to do things like this. Look at Detroit, and a lot of people say, well, Detroit is coming back and this and that. It's gentrified. Detroit is getting gentrified. Sooner or later, I can go downtown right now and they will look at me like, what the heck is you doing down here? Because ain't nobody down here. You looking like, yeah, go back to 6 Mile. So, yeah. And it's so hard to even get jobs there. Under the Democratic establishment, they don't make sure that black people get contracts to even build the Little Caesars Arena or whatnot. So, we need to speak up. And it took for people like me and the leaders in my neighborhood to speak up to actually get black people contracts within our own city, because they promised us jobs and it never came.
Oh yeah, I
You
mean,
just never know.
this bailout, it sounds like it's going to end up even giving the wealthy more power and more control when it's all said and done. Like they're going to
Oh
be able to
yeah,
buy up people's houses again and businesses this time.
that's all they want. And even with Bernie doing this, his little part of the stimulus package, whatever. Okay, it's good, but we know that it could have been better. But Bernie is only one man. He's
Yeah.
only one man, and you stepping on the foot of a giant, man. And do they barely feel it? No. Could they? They could have done more. They knew that, but they don't care, and we don't. We're not educated enough to even care about it, so they can get away with it. And a lot of people, Trump approval ratings went up because of this package.
I know.
So, and nobody pays attention, because if they was paying attention to, okay, everybody wants $1,000, everybody wants a little money. Okay, that's understandable, but what is the cost? What is really happening behind closed doors? Yes, you are getting $1,000, but is you getting that each month, each week, or what's the packages for the corporations? They didn't know that they was giving $1 trillion a day to the corporations. They didn't know that they was bailing out the airlines, and all they think about is themselves, and that's the problem. And that's why I say a lot of liberals are too self-minded and too weak to be progressive, because you really gonna have to step forward like how Bernie did. He said, "No, I'm gonna uphold this. Y'all want this for corporations? Well, y'all better give me something for unemployed people." And it takes, sometimes it might be that little person like you to get through to Congress or the Senate.
Yeah, it's a great point, because the thing that's the reality is here, we're looking at potentially 25 to 30% unemployment by the summer. Like
Yeah,
that is, even if the virus, we come off of it like China and South Korea have, you're talking
yeah.
about 30% of the population. Dude, that's almost 100 million people.
Yeah, and it's bad enough that blacks are what I'm gonna say 20% of the homelessness in
Mm-hmm.
America. We're only like 6% of the whole population, and what people don't understand is, this is gonna hit colored people more than anything. The undocumented people that have to work contractor jobs, and all kind of people, even from the fast food. Black people are going to get hit the worst, and it kind of pains me, but it kind of eases me at the same time. I'm not trying to be heartless, but a lot of these people did vote for Joe Biden, so I'm like, you know what? Ah, go ahead. We're gonna live through this, because we're gonna get you through this. You're not understanding why there's a Donald Trump in the office, and you still voting for the people that's the reason that Donald Trump is in office now. So let's see where this head out. Let's see if people actually start paying attention more when they get hurt, and that's when people start to actually pay attention to politics, when they get hurt, and when their homes get taken, their schools get knocked down. So now, not too many black people paying attention. So I feel like it's a reliever, but it's stressing me at the same time. But
Well, it's
it's all
crazy.
going to work out fine.
Let me ask you this question. So anything's possible now. I mean, I don't know what is going to happen at the Democratic convention. They might shut down Milwaukee because of COVID. I mean, we have no idea what's going to happen. The Democratic Party looks like, what I'm seeing, like they're going to try to say, oh, Biden's sick, or he's got, and then they're going to put in Cuomo. They're going to, or Hillary's going to just magically show up, or some crazy shit's going to happen. But let me ask you this question.
I can tell you what's going to happen.
Okay, what do you
People going
think?
to start paying attention. People going to start paying attention to Joe Biden, and start really paying attention, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. The only person you don't see is Joe Biden. You even see Donald Trump leading charge, even if he says the Kung flu or the Chinese, whatever. He's leading charge in his own way. Everybody is taking a stand besides the Democratic frontrunner. And if we postpone these primaries, it's going to give people more time to actually breathe on these policies and actually see that, look, okay, you said socialism was bad, but look, the corporations has got socialism.
Well, you bring up a great point, dude. Everyone, you know what I haven't heard in the last 2 weeks? How are we going to pay for it?
How are we going to pay for it?
I haven't heard that at all. All I heard right? Everyone's like, how are we going to pay for Bernie's Medicare for all? How are we going to pay for student? Now everyone's like, pay for it. Give it up.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Now we in the crisis, but you see, some people's lives been a crisis their whole life. So when you have people like Bernie supporters speaking up, saying we need this to be free, we need college tuition free, the free abuse, and this and that, we can pay for it through our taxes. Our lives been crisis. We've been living through recessions. We've been poor our whole lives. So now you have these upper class people and all these rich people like, oh, what are we gonna do? Oh, socialism is the way. Socialism is the key, but it's not the key for you and me. It's not the key for the poor people. They say, oh well, Bernie Sanders want people to be more want people to rely on government more. We are the government, and that's what low information voters don't understand. They think that, oh, this money and this food stamps and all this junk just magically appear. You pay taxes, you fund these people. You fund these people to do their jobs. If you vote somebody in the Senate, Congress, whatever, and they tell you, look, I can't do my job, well, vote them out or kick them out. Meet them at the house and make them write make them write their name on the bill, because that's what it's going to get down to. I'm telling you, and all this socialism for the rich ain't going to do nothing but cause a effect for the poor, and they're going to look at it like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of this. Skip peaceful marching, because we've been doing that since Martin Luther King. Skip this, skip that. We need to beat somebody, or somebody needs to get hurt in order to understand what we're saying.
Well, the one thing that I don't think they've planned on, the ruling class, I mean,
Yeah.
is they got us on quarantine, so we can't protest. But one thing they haven't figured out is we can all general strike from home. We can all stay at home and go, I ain't paying my rent. I'm not paying my bills. You get none of my money. And then everything shuts down.
Block your cars in. If I had a car note, I would take the wheels off my car every time I leave. Ain't no way. You know, we got to find some way to give us the upper hand. And if it's not the vote, if they're going to gerrymander us, or if they're going to make it harder for progressives and younger blacks and Hispanics to vote, then we got to use our power some way. And some people get so abused and beat down by the Democratic and the Republican Party. Now they feel like, oh, it's never, oh, whatever you do, your vote don't matter and this and that. And look, they didn't beat you down so bad. You just like whatever. You just letting them do whatever you want. They want to you. Get a backbone. Stand your ground. That's when they don't. That's when they don't pull that stuff on you. When we stand up. When we stand up and say enough is enough. We're the only generation so far that been going through marches, that been going through all this political stuff, and haven't really had a revelation. Even my parents and their parents had revelations, from the civil rights to gay rights and whatever. We're the only generation that didn't have this outcome yet. So I feel like we really should take charge and do something. Do something. We don't have to be out here. We don't have to kill no politicians, but we got to speak up. And if you feel like you mistreated by the Democratic or whatever establishment, speak up about it. Don't just sit here and let them do whatever to your people and yourself and your neighborhood. That's what makes you weak.
I could not agree with you more. Let me ask you this question here before we go. If Bernie does lose or step down and says he's endorsing Joe Biden, will you vote for Joe Biden?
Oh, of course not. but Bernie knows that. Bernie knows that. And I was telling people, like, look, I put my life on the line for Bernie Sanders. I didn't travel far and wide. I didn't talk to Trump supporters, racist people, all kind of people from different backgrounds. And I'm just a kid from the Midwest. I'm just a kid from Detroit. None of this would be possible. I would not even know my political compass if it wasn't for Bernie Sanders. What I'm gonna do if Bernie Sanders loses, we're gonna build another coalition. We're gonna build another movement, because it don't stop with Bernie. It didn't stop with MLK. It didn't stop with JFK, and it won't stop when Bernie's gone and done with politics. And that's what I'll tell people. Like, look, I'm not about to just bend the knee just because he's not Trump. You already know this. Even on the Whoopi Goldberg video I did, I said, look, Obama was a Trump.
Yeah.
So to certain people, hey, look, I'm doing the best for my future, and my future is, even if we have Trump for 4 more years, at least people will pay attention. Because we get Joe Biden in, everything is everything.
They'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
They'll go to sleep. The neoliberals will go the fuck back to sleep like they did with Obama. They'll go to sleep. He'll be drone striking the Middle East. He'll be giving the banks whatever.
Obama said, black people not paying attention to me. Tax cuts for Wall Street. Bail out this people, bail out that people, and get money from prison industrial complex. and nobody held his feet to the fire because he was the first black president. I'm here to say, like, look, I don't know if Obama ever watched any of my videos. I'm pretty sure he never did. But if he did, I'll call him a sellout because that's what you are. I can't sit here and just be like, oh, yeah, you the first black president. You did some good, but you was a weak president. And you ran as a moderate conservative. And that's just facts. And he know that for himself because he said it himself. He governed as a moderate Republican. So it ain't my fault. It's his fault for not taking charge on certain things. Like, you know, he came to Flint, he drank the water. He said, I'm thirsty.
Oh.
What? And not only that, he sent the army to play target practice in the black neighborhood. You know, so stop. We wanted a national emergency for Flint water. They threw money at the problem and said, shut up. He went to, you know, saying Chicago and said police brutality. I don't see no police brutality.
Yep.
Everybody needs to get along. And, you know, it's just certain things. Yeah, we need to hold these people's feet to the fire. Not too many. And if Bernie did the same shit, if Bernie had these rape allegations against him, I'll drop Bernie in a heartbeat.
Yep.
If he took money from corporate industries, I'll drop him. Mm-hmm. It's not about, you know, the man. It's about the message. It's about the message. And Bernie is as far as left I can get. You know, because I'm farther left than Bernie, especially on drugs, sex, work, you know, stuff like that. Bernie can speak up a lot more about it, but he don't. But this is the farthest left we're going to get on a big political scale like this. So I take what I can get, and I'm thankful for what I can get, and I'm thankful for Bernie fighting for me. But if he's done and gone, shit, we gotta move on without him because the only power I have right now as a black man is my vote, and I'll be damned if I just give that away like, oh, it don't matter.
Well, dude, I could not agree with you, and I love the way you think. It's so right on. That's the thing. Like, if a movement is predicated on one person, it's not a movement. It's a cult.
It's not a movement. It's a cult.
It's a cult. So,
well, Bernie Sanders can't get his followers in line. That's because we're not a cult. He can't stop these people from being bullies. We're not a cult. A lot of these people, you know, they call Bernie bros, whatever, man. But in real life, people was going through it. People got bills. People got kids, sick people in their families, and they need Medicare for all. They got kids they raise, and they need tuition-free colleges and whatnot. They might be coming from different backgrounds from y'all. It's not that they just want to burn down the Democratic Party. Some of them do, but they have reason behind this. Listen to them. Listen to their hurt. Listen to their pain. And I said that about Elizabeth Warren. I'm sorry you can't. I'm sorry you're not strong enough to listen to the voices of the hungry. But it is what it is. You can't have your cake and eat it too if you want the independents and the young people to vote. Listen to us. Listen to us. And listen to what we got to say. If we tell you don't do this, don't do it because you're going to lose our vote. Okay? You're going to tiptoe the line and you're going to rewrite your Medicare plan. You're going to redo this and you're going to take corporate PAC money like we're not seeing this in real time. They think it's 1980s where people just read newspapers or not really paying attention. But we're on it. And they don't give us credit for that. They don't give millennials credit for actually paying attention to what these politicians do and what they have done before we was born.
Well, David, I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. I know you're busy, and I really appreciate you fighting the fight and articulating everything so well. I think you summarized so many Bernie supporters. We like this guy, but he's the furthest left of a big-time politician we're going to get. And if he, you know, we all want him to fight. We all want him to. He could end up president. Anything's possible right now. Anything's possible. I mean, you know, Trump and Biden could get COVID. I mean, you know, I mean,
we can. I ain't gonna say whatever, but
anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
But you're right, and I've talked to so many Bernie supporters who are like, if he does bend the knee to the corporate establishment and says, Biden, we're going to just rally and get together this summer because I voted for Jill Stein last time. I ain't going to do it. I'm not voting. I'm not doing a lesser of two evils ever again in my life.
No,
I ain't going to do it.
That's why I always tell people, don't feel bad because you didn't vote for Hillary, man. Hillary was a bad person, and we know this. This is why the people like me and you, we pay attention to these people. We know what they did. And if it wasn't for Hillary Clinton losing, we wouldn't have AOC, Ilhan Omar, or Rashida Tlaib fighting for us right now. We wouldn't have them freshmen because you know she would have blocked them because they would have made her look bad on certain policies like they make Nancy Pelosi look bad. So
absolutely,
I don't feel not one bit of guilt.
Outstanding, my friend. Well, stay safe out there. I hope you can get back to Detroit to see your family. Really appreciate David Bhatia being on the show. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody. I will put his Twitter handle on there'll be a graphic for it. It'll be in the things so you can follow him. He's doing great work out there. David, travel safe. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Shave the knuckles for justice.
You already know. You already know.
Hey, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/GrahamElwood or rockfin.com/GrahamElwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.